my god, hey, what is cracking, people? This is a long one. I am so sorry. I don't expect anyone to really finish this, so, you know, that's okay. It's totally fine, understandable. This is a long ass video, and hopefully, I can talk throughout the whole thing, but I don't know if I'll be able to, and we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So, first things first, I want to talk about, I want to convince you to subscribe to my channel, because if you subscribe to my channel, that would be so kind of you. It would be like doing your good deed of the day. Just kidding. Do it if you want. I just have a goal for 500 subscribers. I have 0 right now, which is totally fine. I definitely expected that. But if I get to 500 subscribers, I will buy myself a new microphone, which will hopefully allow my videos to be less raggedy. And so that's like my big goal right now, is to just get 500, or honestly, even 1 is an accomplishment for me. So, but yeah, big goal right now is 500 subscribers, and I will get a new microphone. And also, if I get 5,000 subscribers, which is a long way away, I will probably purchase like some Adobe software so I can edit my videos on better software than the horrible free software that I use right now. So yeah, by the time I hit 5,000 subscribers, these videos might be way less raggedy, and I'm excited for it. That's a goal. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that. If you feel like you want to and you have faith in me and the quality of my videos going up, then you should definitely subscribe. But now I'm gonna go on to explain this house. As you can see, it's looking a little ugly, and that's because it's ugly for a good portion of this video. At least the outside. The outside is not cute because I needed some I needed to think on it. I needed to think on it for sure. But the house, I was kind of inspired by American Horror Story Coven. So it's a house in Glimmerbrook. It's on Rock Ridge Canyon, and I wanted it to be sort of like a spellcaster school. So like an adult sim or an elder sim who is a like master spellcaster. I forgot what like the final level is for spellcasting. I totally forgot what that was called, but basically they're the highest level, and they teach either teenagers or young adult spellcasters how to utilize their magic. I thought that was a cute little idea, but it was definitely inspired sort of by American Horror Story Coven. But a lot less sinister, and the house obviously looks nothing like that house. And also a little bit inspired by the book The Atlas Six. That's very dark academia though, which is kind of what I was starting to go with. The vibe I wanted to make it was sort of a dark academia vibe. It didn't turn out like that. It definitely turned out more like eccentric, I guess, mixed with a little bit of dark academia maybe. But yeah, it definitely didn't end up looking how I intended it, but I'm actually very, very proud of it. It took me a very, very long time. And I went ahead and I did the floor plan off camera. Like, I didn't record that part because that alone probably took me an hour, and the floor plan doesn't even end up being like that impressive. It's not bad. It's definitely not the worst thing I've ever done, but it's not like anything to write home about. I do really like this house. I'm very confident with the way it looks. Usually with my builds, I'm like, excuse me, I can't talk. Yeah, I always think that it could have been better. Maybe, like, I always kind of regret a few things, but this one in particular, I'm very, very proud of, and I really took my time with this. So I think I don't know how long this footage was before I sped it up. It was definitely probably 5 hours, maybe a little less, maybe a little more. And yeah, it's a lot. It's a big one, but I hope you like it. I think it'll be fun. Also, I definitely noticed that a lot of the oh my god, what is that pack called? Realm of Magic. A lot of the Realm of Magic furniture is so bulky. Like that thing that I'm placing right now, it's bulky as hell. And I don't really know why. It's just like in the way. I love it though. It's so sweet. Yeah, I'm like, if you've made it this far, I am begging you and pleading you to just ignore the way the outside looks, because it really does look bad up until up until I completely finish the interior, and then I kind of take another look at it and I'm like, this is terrible. I need to fix it. And so it ends up looking fine at the end. But yeah, I don't know why I chose that particular brick for the outside. If you could even call it brick, it's like just concrete. And I was like, yeah, that's fine, even though it's clearly not fine. Anyways, yeah, this is gonna be a long one. I'm trying to decide if I should just put like music at the end of this. I'm not really sure. Oh yeah, I got the little OMSP shelf. That, I almost forgot to take that out of the build actually. But yeah, so since I have, let's see, how much time do I have? Yeah, I've got like 47 minutes to kill. I'm going to talk about a book that I just finished, and we'll see how much time that kills. So, yeah, so the book I just finished, I finished it like 2 nights ago. It's called Electra, and it's by Jennifer Saint. And Electra is it's a Greek myth retelling, and it's supposed to be like a feminist Greek myth retelling. One could argue that it's not necessarily feminist, but that's not here nor there. It's Electra, in case you don't know, her dad killed her sister. So at the beginning of the Trojan War, so the gods could give them wind and they could sail again, if that makes sense. And Electra doesn't see anything wrong with this. At least in this book. I don't actually know the true Greek myth surrounding Electra. I just know about her sister being sacrificed by their father for the wind to pick up. I never knew much about Electra. She's not really a big like Greek myth character, besides the fact that she assists in the murder of her mother. Spoiler. Kind of, but not really, because it is a Greek myth. And yeah, it's just, she's not a whole lot, to be honest. She's annoying. I don't know how annoying she is in the actual Greek myth, but in this retelling, she's truly just insufferable, and she's the worst character. There's 3 points of view, and Electra's is the worst, and she's just terrible. She's a terrible character. And I know she wasn't supposed to be written to be likable, which is fine. But God, I really couldn't stand her chapter. She thinks her dad, who sucks in every way, shape, and form. He was Agamemnon, by the way. That's her dad. He really is just so shitty, and she's just like obsessed with him. She worships him, and she doesn't worship her mom, who's grieving. And her mom's got, her mom could have used some therapy or something. She could have grieved. No, I'm not going to say she could have grieved better, because you can't really choose how you grieve, but she's made mistakes. Let's make that clear. But she didn't kill her child. And, so yeah, it's in this book, it's the point of view of Clytemnestra, the mother, Electra, who sucks, and then another one. Her name is Cassandra, and she is from Troy. She is, Paris's sister, older sister. And if anyone makes this far, I hope you know about Greek mythology. Because this is not going to make any sense. But it's okay because I'm just rambling because I need to fill time. But yeah, so she's from Troy and Agamemnon. In this story, I don't know how true to the myth this is, but in this story, Agamemnon takes her back to Greece after the war as like his little, I guess as sort of like a, I don't know, like a prize maybe? Yeah. They don't treat women well, but that's what he did. And if she's been cursed, sort of, by Apollo, I think it's Apollo, because she made him mad, even though he, again, men are trash in Greek myths, but essentially, I'm not going to get into the details, but she pissed him off and he had no reason to be pissed off, but he cursed her with knowing the future, I think, essentially, but no one would believe her. And it's, so part of the story is told by her point of view too, but she does die. So I'm not entirely sure why her point of view is, no, I'm not going to say that. Her point of view was not necessary because she died. I just don't think her point of view was necessary at all, regardless of if she dies or not. Cassandra's an interesting character in Greek mythology, and I don't think she was done justice at all. And so I think that the author should have just left her out entirely, and she should have added another Greek myth woman in there, like Helen. I think Helen would have made more sense in this scenario, because Helen was kind of, the whole reason of the Trojan War, or Paris was technically, but, it's Greek mythology, so the men suck and they blame Helen entirely. But that's up for debate. I don't know about all that, but that's up for debate. And yeah, that's my opinion. It was like a 2.5, 3-star read. It was like, okay, there's something about, this is not the first book I've read by this author. She also wrote another one called Ariadne, which is another Greek myth retelling. And there's something about the way this author writes. It's not bad, but it's sort of like boring, I guess. Maybe not boring. I don't know how to describe it. It's just, the pages are dense but not dense at all. And I feel like I have to reread it a lot because I didn't retain anything. That's probably on me. Not on the author. But I don't know, there's something about the way she writes and like the storytelling that my brain just, I have to really concentrate on the book. Also, I'm so sorry, but I am proud of this dining room right here. I did a lot of this because I had to fill up wall space. I did a lot of putting clutter on shelves. There's a lot of that in this big ass house. But I think it makes it look nice. I think it makes it look kind of lived in, like it's been lived in for generations and generations of spellcasters who have been teaching other spellcasters how to utilize their magic, and I think that's what it makes it look like. And I am really proud of this. I hope if anyone downloads this off the gallery that they really enjoy playing in it, because I even kind of want to play in it. Like, I want to make my own little family, and or I want to make my own Sims and play with it. Also, I did have my boyfriend give me his opinion on some things that I did in the house, and he had a lot of opinions. Like, he was really concerned about the radiators that I used. He was like, no, the curtains are gonna catch on fire. And I'm like, but that's not how it works in The Sims. Like, they're just for decoration. They don't do anything. And he's like, no, you have to change the curtains. And so the curtains were a big point of conflict in the dining room, I should say. I think he approves of those, though, so those are the curtains we stick with. He has a point. They were totally clipping into the radiator, but I don't know. I guess for some reason I didn't mind. And also, this is like the quote-unquote teacher's room, the master bedroom, I did forget to put a door to the bathroom, and I didn't realize until I finished the room, pretty much. But I really like the bed that I used, but I think I switched it out because the top of it, like the canopy part, was making me mad while I was decorating the rest of the room. So I decided to switch the bed out entirely. Even though I don't think I should have done that. I definitely think I should have kept this bed because look at it. It's so pretty. The top, like the glass, I don't know. Would you say that's stained glass? I guess that's stained glass. I would definitely say that stained glass reminds me of Beauty and the Beast. I haven't seen that movie in, well over a decade, but that's what it reminds me of, like sort of a fairy tale situation. I really like it. Also, everyone gets a wand on their side table, and so yeah, they got little wands at the ready. I'm imagining that this teacher takes them to, I don't know what it's called, through that portal into the spirit place. We're gonna call it the spirit realm for this video because I have no idea what it's called in game. You know what I'm talking about, where they go down the river and there's that portal to wherever the battle place where the other spellcasters go. Like, you know what I'm saying, where you can buy brooms and shit. I'm imagining like they go to the spirit realm like every day or something, and they just go and they practice and they duel with each other. There's definitely room to duel in the yard. Because landscaping is one of my weak points. I definitely think that as far as all the videos that I've put up on my YouTube channel so far, that this is the best landscaping I've done, but there's not much to do in the landscaping. There's a little seating area, and that's about it. But there's definitely room for, if you so happen to want to play in this, there's definitely lots of room for a lot of things out in the yard. So like they could duel and get experience, etc., etc. Also, I found that oh my god, I forgot the game pack with the wolves. Oh no, I forgot what that one was called. But that pack and the Realm of Magic pack, they kind of merge nicely together, I think. Like, they have a lot of, in the little, the last stuff pack we ever got, the paranormal pack, that kind of looks good with them too. I don't know, I just love anything that's not modern. Anything that doesn't look modern or like mid-century modern, I'm all for. My houses have to have some flavor. Like, I need a house with not just straight lines and black and white, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, that being said, I think my next build is going to be a more modern build because I definitely need to branch out and do something else besides like super cluttered beige looking houses. Oh yeah, this house totally turned out very, very brown. Again, I was trying to go for a dark academia at first, so it was intended to be very dark and woody. I love that palmistry hand. That thing is so cool. I have one in my room. I feel like a witch. I'm gonna be a spellcaster now. Also, ignore the what are they called? Sconces? Ignore the light right there. Took me too long to realize that wall light probably belongs outside and not inside. I do replace them eventually. I don't know if I replaced them with the Realm of Magic sconces, but I don't know about those either. They definitely look better than the ones that I have right now because those are totally like outside lights for sure. I was looking at them and I was like, they're cute, but why do they look wrong? And yeah, here we go. Forgetting about the bathroom door. And peep the OMSP shelf just hanging out there. I had to keep it on deck. And I downloaded it like mid build, and I like didn't really use it that much. I still chose to clutter every shelf like the difficult way for some reason. I don't know why. I really don't know why I choose to make my life harder. Oh, something I also did throughout the build was I tried to give the each room quite a bit of plants, because when I think of witches, I think of plants. Um, and so yeah, there's a lot of plant. Take a shot every time I say plant. Oh, and the brooms. I did make this household. I did. And their appearances were definitely inspired by a book called The Atlas Six, except the male. In the book, there's a guy named Atlas, and he's the one who kind of runs the show. And in this house, I made it a woman. She's cool. She's got like those white spellcaster eyes, and that the hair color that's like it's brown, but it's got a little bit of gray in it. I don't know. She's kind of a badass. I want her to fight me. Like, I kind of want her to yell at me. She's really cool. And okay. That reminds me. The downstairs area. This part. This is where I imagine that. I don't know if I mentioned this. I already forgot. It's a long video. But this downstairs part, this is where I imagine that they study. If they're teenagers, they study for school and their spellcasting journey. And this is also where they practice magic too. So this is like the learning area. It's downstairs. I thought that was cool. Like, cause I can just imagine your Sims like all hanging around this pot thing and practicing with different potions and stuff. I thought that was a cool idea. And here I am remembering that this woman needs a bathroom. So there's that. I did also just remember that I put a washer and dryer in the upstairs, and I don't think I gave anyone laundry baskets. So I'm going to fix that before I put this up on the gallery. Hopefully I remember. So yeah, before I put it up on the gallery, I'm going to add laundry baskets to everyone's room. Oh, and the fireplace with the two entrances by either side of it, that leads to a room behind the fireplace. You know what I'm talking? Yeah, that little area. I love that so much. My grandmother used to live in a house like that where it was the fireplace and then there was two kind of open doorways on either side of the fireplace that led to this little office room back behind it. And I always thought that was the coolest thing in the world. And so I was like, I'm gonna do this today in this build. And that's what I did. And I think it looks kind of cool. I love it so much. And on these shelves, I try to make what I put on the shelves make sense for each room, because there is a lot of shelves with a lot of shit. And so on these shelves, I was like, I'm gonna put like maybe some textbooks and some ingredients and stuff, because I'm thinking that makes sense. If you're gonna make potions, you want ingredients in the room and like notes and stuff from other trials and tribulations. That's what I was thinking. That was my thought process. Also, something I really hate, and something that really like stuck out to me, was how annoying putting curtains on windows are. Like, you try to put it and it won't snap to the spot you need it to, but you can't really like alt place it because it's going to snap somewhere. It's just not gonna snap where you want it to. That's a big problem I had in this house, and I don't know if it was my placement of the windows or the curtains I was trying to use, or it was just the windows in general, but it was driving me absolutely insane. it was truly giving me shit. And these paintings from the paranormal pack are so cool. They're supposed to be scary, right? I don't remember. I don't remember if you like turn a certain way and they look creepy, or if I'm making that up, or if it was in the spooky stuff pack. Because there's a spooky stuff pack and a paranormal stuff pack. Both of which, well, the spooky stuff pack is more cartoony and like very Halloween-y. And the paranormal stuff pack is definitely like on the more, I don't know, like boho side, I guess. It is very boho. Like 70s sort of, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I would say it's like 70s inspired. Oh, but yeah, look at those candles are so cute. I'm just rambling. I'm so sorry. You can turn the sound off. If you've made it this far, you can definitely turn the volume down. Because, again, I've mentioned this many times before, but I don't want to use music. I kind of want to feel like I have a person. No, I know I have a personality, but I do want like my, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. Like if I'm watching a speed build and someone's talking, like I would like me personally, I like watching speed builds where people talk because I get kind of an idea of who the person is. And that's what I'm trying to do. But it's very hard. This is definitely going to be the longest I've ever droned on about something in my life. But I'm determined to get better. Okay, I think this corner is so cozy. Also, if I think of something, I will probably definitely start talking about another book at some point in this video. Because I'm going to run out of things to say. I don't know how people do it where they just talk nonstop about each room that they're building, but like it's just a living room essentially. I can't think of anything to describe it. But yes, at some point I'm sure I'm gonna start talking about another book. Oh, there is a cat that lives here. It's a black cat and it's cute. I tried to put a bunch of little cat statues around this house. I don't know if I actually ended up doing that or not. But this house doesn't, like, this seating area just looks cozy. I just want to sit and read there. There we go. I'm changing out the lights because I was like, no. The other ones are just so ridiculous looking. I love that plant curtain, but I feel like it looks so out of place sometimes. There's definitely a time and a place that you use the plant curtain. And I thought that the potion room, that's what I'm going to call it, the potion room, was perfect for it. And I just really tried to clutter up this house. It took a long time. Oh my god. Yep, little cat statue. Imagine having, like, the cat, this cat that lives here is the most spoiled cat. It's got quite a bit of cat trees and just a little toy area too, I think. And I try to make a lot of like picture collage things because we don't have enough. And honestly, I think I kind of did a good job. I don't know, this one's a little sketchy. This one's a little sus looking. It's not the best. It's not my best work. But it's not bad. I wanted to put the ribbons there because I think that, oh my god, what am I doing? Oh my god, I'm so annoying. Yeah, this part I was definitely just trying to like get a good idea of what I need to be doing with this house because it was so, I don't even remember what I was saying before, but it was just such a big house and it was so overwhelming that I kind of had to take a good look at it. And I thought that I paused whenever I did the whole look around thing, but I guess I didn't. And, yeah, I do that whenever I concentrate, whenever I need to really, really get an idea of what my next step for the house needs to be, and when I'm starting to evaluate everything. And when it's sped up, it looks very nauseating. Like, it makes me nauseous looking at it, but so I apologize for that. I thought I got better about it, but this is a big build, and I definitely forgot to hit pause. And yeah, I wanted to use that shelf thing so bad, but it was just so bulky. Like, it didn't really fit anywhere. And I don't know why. Also, something that I have a hard time doing is entryways. Like, there's just a big space in there. Like, right in the middle. And I don't know what to do with it. And also, what you see at the end of the actual video might not be what I put up on the gallery because of, yeah, it's just because of, I'll like look at it afterwards and I'll make a few finishing touches. It's not totally different, but I think there are some differences here and there between this speed build and what I end up presenting to the gallery. But anyways, oh yeah, if you have like any ideas, no, if you decide, if you've made it, again, I'm gonna say this many times, but if you've made it this far, good for you. You deserve a prize for making it this far and listening to me just talk. But if you've made it this far and you have if you prefer like people talking over their voice over their builds, or people just playing music over their builds, or what, you should definitely comment and let me know, because I have an idea of just talking over my builds, but if more people end up preferring like just music, then I will probably do that, or I can just do what I do best and ramble on about books. That's also was one of my ideas, like maybe I can just talk about books until someone tells me to stop. Until someone comments like, enough talking about your books. So I might end up doing that. I might end up just talking about any books that I've read over these voiceovers until I can get my shit together. And yeah, so I think I'm gonna start again. All right. Let's think about a book that I've recently finished. Oh, I finished the first book in the Wheel of Time series. And if anyone is not familiar with the Wheel of Time series, it's a 14-book fantasy series. It's one of those ones that's very like tropey, I guess. So it's got the chosen one. He's not like everyone else. He's not like other girls. He's different. He's not like the other farmer boys. He has gray eyes instead of brown. And I'm so serious. That's pretty much that's like very accurate to the story. He's different. He's got gray eyes instead of brown. He is different. He's not, his ancestry or his mom or whoever isn't from where he currently lives, because he doesn't know his mom. So technically it's true, but you know, it's funny. And I don't mind that it's very tropey. I don't mind a whole chosen one trope. Just as long, and that also might be because I haven't read that many books with that particular trope besides like fucking Harry Potter. But, you know, we all know the tea about that. And so I'm reading The Wheel of Time, and oh my god, I finished the first book, The Eye of the World, and it was good. I liked it. I'm listening to the audiobook because I cannot be fucked to read 14 physical books of one series, because that shit'll take me months, and I'm just not into that. So I listen to it on Audible whenever I get the chance, or whenever I'm in the mood to listen to it, because god, it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare length, and I am scared because I've heard that the first few books are good and then they get very boring. And then when Brandon Sanderson ends up picking up the series, it gets better again. However, I am concerned because I'm a little bored now and I'm only on book 2. And I just need something to happen. But I've read on Reddit that there's a character, his name's Matt, and apparently his character arc is very, very good. And I really, really want to get into that because that's like when I see comments about the Wheel of Time, that's always one of the most popular comment that I see is like Matt's character arc. And so it better be fucking good because I have taken book suggestions from TikTok and I always kind of hate them. Not hate them, but they're never very good. And so I'll see people talk about Matt's character arc and I'm like, this better be good. I will complete it. Like, I'm a completionist. So unless it really, really bores me to literal tears, I will be finishing this series. I think it might take me about 1.5 years though. But I am determined to finish it if it's not too terribly boring. It is very boring right now though. The main character, the chosen one, his name is Rand. And he has got all the qualities of a chosen one. And he's just very like, woe is me. Very, which not entirely, it's not like that's not understandable, you know, he did just get a whole bunch of information about himself kind of dropped onto him. You know, he's been through some trauma, I'll give him that, but it's just so annoying to listen to sometimes. I like his friends much better. Oh, speaking of his friends, one of them, the wolf guy, his name's Perrin, and he is very, like, the word I can describe is he's very brooding. Like, he's got a little bit of not an attitude exactly, but they describe him as, like, big. Like, he's got muscles, and my cat has entered the house. Oh no. What are you doing? Stop it. You do this every time. I close the door and you enter. Sorry, my cat's here. But if you know what? Maybe I should start really locking him out. I don't do that much to try to get him to go away, but okay. Maybe he'll hang out with us for the remainder of this video. Anyways, like I was saying, the guy, Perrin, I think, you know, when you get a book crush, that's my book crush. Not really. No, he kind of is a book crush. He's nice. Like, okay, I take that back. Not really. I don't know enough about him for him to be like a book crush. But I want him and Rand's girl to get together, okay? That's my vision for them. I need them to get together. And I am very, very glad that no one watches these videos because I just embarrass myself constantly. But I really, really want them to, like, get together. And they need to be a thing because when everybody got separated in the first book, it was Perrin and Egwene, Rand's, I guess, beloved. They were pretty much going to get married if, you know, shit didn't hit the fan in their village. But, yeah, I want them to get together. I really need that to happen because he was very sweet to her. And I kind of liked it. I wanted them to kiss, but they didn't kiss. I need them to kiss. But they have barely had any interaction in the second book, so something tells me that I'm not going to get what I want. Unless, maybe, I don't know, we'll see. And, so that's the Wheel of Time. Oh my god. I really have gone on for almost 40 minutes. There's 15 minutes left. And I'm finishing up the bedrooms right now. Everybody's got a little twin bed. I like these bedrooms. I am proud of these bedrooms. I will say. They're very weird. No, they're not weird. They're just good. I think they're well decorated. I think I did a good job with them. Considering this was probably like 3 to 4 hours in at this point, and I was like tired. I just wanted to be done, but I am very proud of this. These bedrooms. I would think, like, I wouldn't mind a roommate if I lived in these bedrooms. You know? they're just nice. Also, there's a lot of noises going on outside of my house, and it's freaking me out. I'm not here for it. People keep slamming their car doors. Also, if you can hear my washing machine go, I am very sorry. I have to do what I have to do as a beginner, you know? It's gonna have to be just the way it is. Oh, and now that I'm losing train of thought, earlier I was talking about my subscriber goals, and I think what I'm going to do is, if I start getting more subscribers, and I don't think I'm going to just do speed builds. I definitely want to get into some gameplay videos as well, and maybe even with a different, no, I'm not going to go that far, but I definitely want to do like building challenges and gameplay and stuff like that as well. But I do think I am a poor college student. I am a full-time student, and I am a server, unfortunately. So I don't have all the time in the world. But, and also because I have no subscribers, I'm not exactly obligated to people as of right now. I'm just obligated to myself to put out consistent videos. So, but anyways, like I'm saying, if I get more subscribers, I will definitely probably start posting gameplay as well. But because of my schedule, speed builds are kind of the most simple for me to do and put out consistently right now. Because like I said, because I don't have subscribers, I'm not really obligated, and there's no pressure on me to put out content by anyone but myself. Which is nice right now, but once I do have people who want to subscribe, then it'll definitely push me to make even more time for these videos and to put out more varied content, if that makes sense. But right now I'm just doing speed builds, but just letting you know that there's more content planned for the future besides speed builds, because I love variety, you know? And yeah, I think like I'll probably end up doing builds with like just custom content, or I'll like do a random number generator and I'll make a house with whatever number it gives me, or make each room whatever number it gives me, and you know, just different things like that. And obviously I know I didn't invent those challenges. I don't know who did, but I know it wasn't me. But that's what okay. We're on the upstairs now, which that means this living area is like where they hang out. This is more like the hobby area. This is where everyone gets to know each other. Well, I'm sure they get to know each other everywhere, but this is where they really hang out. And like there's an easel, there's a the chess table. I almost called it a logic table. And they have a TV up there. And that extra room going off of this living room, I make that a little computer room for people to play video games. I think before I put this on the gallery, I might put a guitar or an instrument somewhere in here. I was thinking about it while I was making everything, but I didn't really know where to put it. I love the grand pianos, but I feel like only the very talented can place them and have them look good. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about putting a grand piano in that entryway upstairs, but I didn't really know like where it could work. Because truly, if you can fit a grand piano somewhere, you're talented, and I fuck with you. But I could not in this build. I'm sure I could have worked it out, but I didn't feel like it. But I might put a guitar somewhere, just so they have like one extra hobby to do. But I was initially thinking of making that computer room I guess a gym, but it didn't really make sense, and I think it would have looked kind of weird. Well, not that it didn't make sense, I just think it would have looked odd to put a gym or like a little exercise room there, so I'm like, there's not a single computer in this build, so I might as well make, have there be a computer room where they can, do their computer things. They can write to a pen pal, they can, play video games, they can write jokes, they can just write books, whatever they want. And, yes, oh my god, I can't believe we're getting close to the end. Where did 45 minutes go? Wow. Can't believe I've been talking for 45 minutes straight. My voice is starting to give out. I don't know how, and I have to work tonight too and talk to customers. Like, I don't know how teachers do this, to be honest. Like, I couldn't imagine being a teacher and having to lecture all day. I'm barely making it through 54 minutes. I don't know how the teachers do it for 8 hours. Good for them. That just gave me a whole new respect. Not that I didn't have any respect for teachers before this, but it gave me, it like, my respect for teachers just leveled up, you know what I'm saying? Also, those carpets from Cottage Living are so cute. Those are the best carpets ever. I love the carpets we've been getting with the werewolves pack and Cottage Living and stuff. Oh, they're so good. We need more paintings. We need more of everything. Yeah, those beaded curtains were not it. I don't know why I tried it. Oh, I was really using those string lights as a crutch. I'm not gonna lie. I was definitely relying on them a little bit. Yeah, that house looks bad. Yeah, when I went to go do the outside, I was like, no, this can't be. I'm not putting that on the internet for people to see. And then that's the brick I end up using. I think it looks much better than it did initially when I just had empty concrete slabs there. Oh, that house is very overgrown too. Yeah. It was a lot of trial and error because I think we need more ivy, or just we need more things that grow on the side of the house. Because I was trying to use the the flowers and vines and stuff from all different packs, and it didn't really mesh well together. Like, it definitely didn't look cohesive, so I just ended up going with the vampires one because I think that one looks, or I think that one, like, it looked more the way I envisioned it, if that makes sense. I like the ones from Cottage Living, but it wasn't what I needed for this house. Except for maybe the vines would have worked, but the vines weren't really meshing well with the vampires one. So I kind of had to pick and choose which kind of vines that I wanted to put all over the sides of this house. And there's some vines on every side of this house, let me tell you. And also, this house isn't even very expensive. I think it's maybe a little less than 200,000 simoleons. I don't know what it is, but I am really bad at making houses expensive. Like, I'll see a house on the gallery or a YouTuber who does speed builds. They'll make a house half this size and it'll be like 150 simoleons, and I'm like, what the hell? How do you even do that? And I thought I cluttered up this house, and I was like, oh, this house is gonna be $300,000, like, hands down. It's not at all. But that's okay. That just means that people can, like, if people don't cheat their money, they can download it through the gallery and have their Sims, like, purchase it at a lower price, and they can add more to it after. So perfect. I think about the people. Oh, and right here, I tried to make a tree look like it was floating on top of the pond, but I got second opinions, and they said that it just looks like it's just growing from the bottom of the pond. But I thought the idea was there. like, the thought was there, you know what I'm saying? I definitely wanted it to look like it was floating on top of the water for some reason, because I thought that would have been cool. But it definitely just looks like it's been growing from the bottom of the pond. But it's fine. And I really wanted to have some sort of lake water up in here. I thought that would go with the theme very nicely. And I think it did. But like I said, I am not good at landscaping. I am proud of this landscaping. It's the best that I've done, for sure. No, it's not. I built one for myself like 2 years ago, maybe. Just for my legacy family. That house, it was a mansion and it legit took me weeks. That yard was really, really good, but that's because it took me weeks to do, and I could really take my time and go back and fix over everything. Not that I didn't take my time with this. I certainly did, but I just didn't take weeks on this. It took me like a week to do, which is why, again, I know I'm not obligated to anyone but myself. I wanted to post once a week, but I didn't post last week because this was taking me so long. And the other 3 builds I did, I already had footage of I had footage of the other 3 builds since like December and January, so it was kind of ready for me. But this is new. This I just finished yesterday, and I'm pretty proud of it. I've never used those trees that I just put down there, like, ever in my life. I'm glad I used them. I kind of like them. They definitely camouflage into the side of the house, but they're kind of cute. Also, did I just randomly like start talking about this build? I remember I was talking about the Wheel of Time series. I don't know if I concluded that gracefully or not. Probably not. Good thing nobody will know. It's just my secret. Oh, these little plants, I don't know why, but I was really, really feeling them today. I was really fucking with those little flower things. They just add a nice little touch. I don't know. It kind of goes well with everything, too. Oh, this is the little sitting area. It's so cute. I put the tree. That tree is cute. I don't know where that tree came from. I don't know if it's been there the whole time. I don't end up using it in the build. But I don't know if it's been in the catalog the whole time or what. But I had never seen it before until yesterday. And I was like, oh my god, this is so sweet. I don't use it though. It's fine. Could you imagine just like hanging out with your friend under this tree that has lights hanging from it? That's such a mood right there. That's how, like, I would romanticize the hell out of my life if I lived in this mansion. That well is my favorite. That's my favorite thing in the world. That well is so funny. I don't know why. But the fact that it can kill you is hilarious. And I didn't know about that until somewhat recently. But yeah. I'm just adding a little bit of finishing touches to this build. And if you've made it this far, congratulations. I'm so sorry you had to listen to my voice because it's definitely starting to give out. And my incoherent thoughts. I raw dog ADHD, so there's not, like, it's just, I can't form a cohesive thought to save my life. But, yeah, thanks for watching. If you even, I don't care. If you even click on this, thank you. I appreciate it. And I hope you enjoy if you download it from the gallery. Thank you so much, and I will talk to people next week. Goodbye.